words of our Divine Mother from the book Rays of Light, which are the sayings taken from volume 14 and 15 of the Mother's collected works. Page 22. Topic: the Guru. Our Divine Mother says, in an age like ours, success alone counts and the material satisfaction it brings. However, an ever increasing number of dissatisfied people are seeking to know the reason of life. And on the other hand, there are sages who know and strive to help suffering humanity and to spread the light of knowledge. When the two meet, he who knows and he who wants to know, there springs up a new hope in the world, and a little light penetrates the prevailing darkness. The Western mind, says our Divine Mother, the Western mind always finds it difficult to submit totally to a Guru, and without total and unquestioning surrender to the Guru, his help to you is paralyzed. That is why generally I advise Westerners to find the guidance and the presence within themselves. It is true that this process is very often open to uncertainty and self-deception, mistaking some voice of the ego in disguise for the divine's guidance. In both the cases, it is only an absolute sincerity and unmixed humility can be your safeguard. Date 21st Jan 1955. If you have faith and confidence to reach in this path of yoga, if you have faith and confidence, says our Divine Mother, if you have faith and confidence, it is not the human form of the Guru that you should worship or that you worship, but the Supreme Lord who manifests through him. Be not troubled and give yourself unreservedly to the Supreme Lord through whatever channel helps you. General. Well known or unknown has absolutely no importance from the spiritual point of view. One man who earnestly pursues the yoga is of more value than 1,000 well-known men. Date 16 Jan 1935. Divine Mother, sweet Mother, we have a question for you. Do you wish to try and intensely spread yoga in the US? For this Mother says, yoga cannot be spread by any exterior means. Date 30th May 1966. Again a question. May I ask you, sweet Mother, may I ask your help in dealing with the feeling of loneliness which appear when I am alone? For this the Mother says, those who feel lonely in the world are ready for union with the Divine. Those who feel lonely in the world are ready for union with the Divine. Dated 6 July 1966. Next topic, basis of yoga. And the topic in that is aspiration. Our Divine Mother says, in the silence of the heart burns the steady fire of aspiration. All is mute in the being, but in the bosom of the silence burns the lamp that can never be extinguished, the fire of an ardent aspiration to know and to live integrally the Divine. Date 6th November 1954. Beyond words, about thoughts, the flame of an intense aspiration must always burn steady and bright. 5th March 1955. Mother says, let your aspiration leap forward pure and straight towards the supreme consciousness which is all joy and beatitude. Let your aspiration leap forward pure and straight towards the supreme consciousness which is all joy and all beatitude. Let the sun of aspiration dissolve the clouds of egoism. Next topic, devotion. Our Divine Mother says, a devotion that keeps concentrated and silent in the depths of the heart but manifests in the acts of service and obedience is more powerful, more true, more divine than any shouting and weeping devotion. Sincere devotion is much more effective than the Ganges water. Offering. Mother says life must blossom like a flower of offering itself to the divine. Offering the placing of your entire being with all its moments, true and false, good and bad, right and wrong, before the divine for the transformation. Offer your obscurity sincerely to the divine, and you will be able to receive the light. Next topic, consecration. Our Divine Mother says a sincere consecration of all you are and all you do is the sadhana much more effective than meditation. The quiet mind one gets through meditation is indeed of short duration, for as soon as you come out from meditation, you come out at the same time from the quietness of the mind. The true lasting quietness in the vital and the physical as well as in the mind comes from a complete consecration to the divine, for when you can no more call anything, not even yourself, yours, when everything, including your body, sensation, feelings, and thoughts, belongs to the divine takes the entire responsibility of all, and you have nothing more to worry about. Next topic, self giving. Our Divine Mother says there is no joy more perfect than to give oneself totally to that which is greater than oneself. God, Supreme Origin, Divine Presence, Absolute Truth. It doesn't matter what name we give Him or through what aspect we most easily approach Him. To forget oneself totally in an integral consecration is the surest path towards realization. Date 13 Jan 1952. Our sweet mother says, how beautiful, grand, simple, and calm everything becomes when our thoughts turn to the divine and we give ourselves to the divine. Date 11th May 1954. Give yourself entirely to the divine and you will see the end of all the troubles. Give yourself entirely to the divine and you will see the end of all your troubles. Give yourself up. It is the best way of finding yourself. Self giving is a true prayer. Three typical modes of total self giving to the divine, Mother says. The first one is to prostrate oneself at His feet, giving up all pride in perfect humility. Second, to unfold one's being before Him, open one's whole body from head to foot as one opens a book, exposing one's center so as to make all their movements visible in a complete sincerity that allows nothing to remain hidden. Third, to nestle in His arms, to merge in Him in a loving and absolute trust. These movements, says our Divine Mother, these movements may be accompanied by three formulas, or any one of them according to the case. First, let Thy will be done and not mine. Second, as Thou willest, as Thou willest. Third, I am Thine for eternity. Generally, when these movements are done in the true way, they are followed by a perfect identification, a dissolution of the ego, giving rise to a sublime felicity. With your thought, give your thoughts. With your heart, give your feelings. With your body, give your work. Divine Mother's sweet words. Dated 21st March 1965. Above all words, above all thoughts, in the luminous silence of an aspiring faith, give yourself totally, unreservedly, absolutely to the Supreme Lord of all existence, and He will make of you what He wants you to be. Date 5th March 1966. Service to the divine. There is no greater joy than to serve the divine. Date 14th May 1954. Whatever you do in life must be done as a service to the divine and nobody else. Whatever you are, think, or feel, you're responsible for it to the divine and to nobody else. He is the sole master of your being and your life. If in all sincerity you surrender entirely to Him, He will take charge of you and your heart will be in peace. All the rest belongs to the world of ignorance and is governed by ignorance, which means confusion and suffering. 1966. So let's all completely think of the divine, complete surrender. Thank you.